Hey, welcome back to Hannity. We're only 6 days away from the Iowa caucuses. Earlier today, we met up with Florida Senator Marco Rubio while he was out campaigning. Take a look at this. All right, we are here at Marco Rubio's event. By the way, any Rubio fans here tonight? We're in Iowa. This is your fourth stop today, right, Senator?
It is our fourth town hall today.
All right, yeah. So how many more between now and we got 6 days to the Iowa caucuses?
Yeah, well, we're doing one every day or multiple a day, especially the last 3 days will get really intense. So they're fun. I have a great time. I can't wait to talk to these folks and meet every single one of them in person. So.
Do you try and do that at every stop?
We do. We stand there till everyone's gone, and we shake everyone's hands. We take a lot of pictures. I got the wrinkles to show for you. You know?
Is that right? Have you figured out the selfie, how to switch it around and make it work?
Yeah, we've made that work. Most people want to take their picture, but every now and then they'll do it too, so that's good. Yeah.
All right, well, a big debate on Thursday, a Fox debate, Trump threatening to pull out.
Yeah. Well, obviously, look, he's going to make his decision on what he wants to do. I'm going to be there, and if someone else is not there, of course, there'll be more time for everybody else. But
so that's a good thing. You want more time?
I just found out about this now. I don't know what Donald's decision is going to be. Obviously, I've heard that in the press as well. But you know, I'm going to focus on us and what we're going to do.
Let's talk a little bit more about the campaign. There's been, I read, as much as $25 million thrown at you.
Oh yeah, I mean Jeb Bush's super PAC is spending $1 million a day attacking me.
I thought you were friends.
Well, I guess, but I mean the bottom line, you'll have to ask him about that. But $1 million a day, they're now attacking me on an attack Charlie Crist used, which he endorsed me even after those attacks, and then supported me for vice president 2 years later. But bottom line is, obviously, I think they've kind of felt that maybe things haven't gone the way they planned, and so taking me down is what they're going to do. And they told me this. You know, when I got into this race, a lot of people in the establishment told me that if I ran, it wasn't my turn, and they would do what they needed to stop me. So obviously this is a part of that, but I feel good about it anyway.
Who are these establishment people that would say that to you?
Big donors, people in the establishment of the party. A lot of people who would call me and send me emails saying, you know, it's not your turn, you really shouldn't run. And then after, you know, we know people that have supported Jeb that have gone around telling people that they were going to do exactly what's happening now.
Are you saying that Jeb Bush, if he can't win, that he doesn't want you to win?
Well, you'll have to ask him. There's, like I said, they're spending $1 million a day attacking me, and that's, in a way, it's good because it's so, you don't attack someone if they're not doing well. You don't attack or spend that much money on someone if they're not making progress. So it's fine, honestly. I mean, it's part of the process. I'm okay with it. We're going to continue to move forward. I'm very enthusiastic about the progress.
You have kind of formed your own niche. You've risen in the polls. You sort of left the pack behind. You got Trump, Cruz, and then there you are. Maybe that's the toughest position to be in because the guys on top are a little afraid of you and the guys on bottom want to be where you are.
I feel really good about the long term of it. Bottom line is there's not a single vote that's been counted yet in Iowa. They're going to have a caucus on Monday night, and that's what's the first state that starts to decide what comes after Barack Obama. Here's what I know for sure. If this party nominates me, they're going to have a solid conservative who's going to grow the conservative movement, and I'm going to beat Hillary Clinton or Bernie Sanders. I cannot imagine waking up that first Wednesday in November to the news that we have a President Bernie Sanders or a President Hillary Clinton for that matter.
What would that mean to you, a President Bernie Sanders? Hillary Clinton? No, I think they agree with you. What's that? Oh, okay. Let's talk about how you get to that point. What would be success in Iowa?
Well, you know what I've stayed away from. I'm not a political consultant or a pundit. I'm running for president of the United States. So what I focused on is telling people, number one, being realistic about what this country faces, which are extraordinary challenges after 7 years of Barack Obama. But then I tell them, like I will tonight, exactly what I'm going to do if I'm elected president. And I tell them if we do that, this country is going to be greater than it's ever been. If we don't, then we're going to have to explain to our kids why we got to grow up in the greatest country in the world, and they get to inherit a diminished country.
You know, Hillary said that some of the Republicans are saying that America's not great. I don't hear that from you or any other candidate. I hear you talking about America in decline. Yeah. I can give you the labor statistics. I can give you the number of people, millions more in poverty on food stamps, median income down, housing starts lower. I can give you those statistics, and then I haven't even mentioned the mullahs in Iran or Vladimir Putin.
America's a great country because America's not a government. America's our people, their businesses, their life, our churches, our communities. But America is a country, a great country in decline because of Barack Obama. We're not a weak country. We're not a weak people. We have a bad president, and we're going to fix that this year.
Yeah. Let me talk historically. If you go back to 2004, 8, and 12, polls in Iowa have been off dramatically. So I know you have to look at the polls, and I have consultants that talk to you about polls, but when you go and you see a crowd this size and you're meeting all these people, do you think these polls are off like they have been in the last three cycles?
I just know that a lot of people in Iowa, and they've told me this, when they go into that caucus place and cast their votes, it oftentimes is for someone they weren't supporting 48 hours before. And some of the polls have said up to 40% of the people in Iowa are still making up their minds. So that's why we're working as hard as ever. We're reaching new people every day. This is our 4th event today. All of these events have 200-300 people at a time, and that's how you win in Iowa, so we feel good about it.
Let's talk about Marco Rubio becomes president of the United States. You talk about America becoming greater. Walk me through on the economy. Walk me through the first 100 days. How drastically different?
On day one, we repealed every single one of Barack Obama's unconstitutional executive orders. Right. All these crazy EPA rules. People like that. You know, we stopped using taxpayer money to pay for abortions overseas. I canceled a deal with Iran on my first day in office.
Thank God.
I'm going to take the oath of office and actually mean it, which means we're going to have an attorney general that defends the Second Amendment, not undermines it.
Right.
We're going to have judges and an attorney general that support religious liberty, not undermine it. And then we're going to re-embrace free enterprise, fix our taxes, our regulations, fully utilize our energy resources, work to balance our budget, make this the best place in the world to create the best jobs of the new economy, and rebuild our military.
Let me ask you specifically about Hillary and the recent revelation. We have an inspector general for the intelligence community who has outlined that they have discovered dozens of emails that are beyond the classification of top secret, special access programs. You've been on the intelligence committee. Isn't that the top level of...
Yeah, I'm on the Intelligence Committee now. I would just say that the information that, from what I understand, the information that was on that email server is almost the highest level of classification you could have. And so the fact that that was on a private server, you know, if a staff member had done that, they would have been fired and prosecuted. So we'll see. I have confidence that the FBI is going to find what happened here. I don't have confidence the Obama Justice Department will do anything about it. Well, when I'm president, the Justice Department, no one will be above the law.
But if it is illegal to have special access programs on a private email server. That's illegal.
It is illegal to remove any classified information from a secure setting, whether it's in writing or an email, and put it on an insecure setting, which is what a private server is. If you do that, you get fired, you get prosecuted.
Are people's lives at risk because of this?
I believe they could be, absolutely. Because, look, when intelligence information is revealed, you're not just revealing the information, you're revealing how you found it, which means sources are compromised, and sometimes those sources could be people.
Yeah. All right, Senator, great to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Great to see you.